tweak.
South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. We got this. How do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield? Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Throwing Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
That nigga on wicked. Fuck.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
You're right, man.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
What you got going on, man? Chill out.
Jones eluding the pressure right. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's put that bitch around, man.
On first down, they'll run to Nwangu. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. On 3rd and 2, Jones looking here for Smith downfield. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
You got to put that bitch on money, Matt.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down.
Oh.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tua.
Here we go. Ah, come on, Campbell. That's a pick.
That's knocked down and incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they interplay here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Damn.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Jones, off play action. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Hand off here to Nwangu.
Man, come on, man.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. On the give is Nwangu. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. Throwing on 1st down, Jones.
I still do that stupid ass.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a
Damn,
past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Here's Nwangu.
Yeah.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now it's 2nd and 9. to throw. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
New England on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Fine. Yeah, do it some more time.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
Oh, what the fuck?
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Well, that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Damn,
Sanders now to have the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at him in order to try and get the upset win.
And he'll be out of bounds after a short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Nwangu. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll get this to Luongo. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Off play action. Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And this is gone. Touchdown, Patriots. Elijah Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after here coming up. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Steps away. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Here we go. See, can I get a score out of this shit? Here we go. There we go. We got a whole another fucking half to play. Let go, man.
Guys, a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Give left side here for Luongo. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Separating from the gun. Jones escaping the pressure right.
Good shit. It bitch ain't over. Let's fucking go.
Patriots. Hunter Henry in the final seconds of the first half. And the Pats are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That shit went a bitch.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's brought in by Harris. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
I can't eat.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the
I
momentum
couldn't
back
cook
on
that
our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. They'll set up the screen for Nwangwu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a give running left is Nwangwu.
Oh, come on.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run now for Nwangwu. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Nwangwu. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Bryan Edwards, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now for the point after. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy,
come on, Jim. That shit horrible.
This show, because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
I'm trying to.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
You got to be looking like a charge. You got to.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to pass. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
What the fuck?
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
See, we can't. See, he got everything going, goddamn. Boy doing their thing.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. Buying time to his left.
What the hell, Tay? You supposed to be ran up and got down.
Just
oh,
not
here,
man.
man. That nigga ain't been doing shit.
3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Hey, go and send that nigga, man.
The dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
I seen you Drew Lock in the 2nd. It's over with. It's over with, nigga. I got you Drew Lock in the 2nd, man.
The Pats at the line,
can't beat
ready
that right
to go.
now.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, come on, man.
They'll go right back to Nwangwu. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
I don't think he's going to get that, though. Not for him. I mean, not for nobody.
Jones now on 1st down.
And
he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Max Crosby. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Thought I threw it away, man. Guess I did. I threw that bitch away, though. They ain't let me. That nigga fuck around, fumble that whole goddamn. Fuck around, don't let me die.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Nwangwu.
Come on, man.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Woods, eh?
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
And now
hey, but no, that nigga pulled me wide the fuck
maybe
open,
pull the reins back here a bit.
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
So he ain't pulled nobody move that.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Oh, the run is Nwangwu. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Handoff right side, Nwangwu.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Might as well, yeah. Gotta make this shit work.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short.
That shit's so goddamn crazy.
Yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1. And
that shit crazy as hell. That nigga ain't who I thought he was. Got that stuff. It's all good. He probably just got it rained out there.
Jones. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
The money should have been scheduled then, goddamn.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here?
Goddamn.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. They couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Dolphins, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week.
Oh, shit, we got the Bills next.
It's just their 3rd loss.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, we going crazy that game.
10-3.
We gotta have that
turn
bomb,
things
baby.
around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
Yeah, that shit, that we got down. That was a terrible game. We only had one good quarter out there, huh? My nigga ain't even no touchdown. They shut my nigga down. I threw like 7 picks out there, huh? 12 and 19. 9 picks. No, that shit crazy though. That nigga with my ass.